All right guys, today's Friday. We're gonna be unboxing my newest acquisition. I bought the 15 to 35 f2.8 RF zoom lens because I was looking for something that's versatile. And the nice thing about these new RF lenses is that they have image stabilization on board. That's gonna give me a lot more versatility to use with my EOS R. The digital stabilization is pretty good, so I don't have any real gripes about it other than the crop factor. It does pretty well. I try to shoot mostly in 1080, but when I shoot in 4K, it crops in not only once, but it crops in twice if you use both. So that's the issue that you sometimes run into. We're gonna unbox the RF 15 to 35 2.8 lens right now. Go through it. I'll give you guys some feedback on how it feels in the hand. I know I've heard it's pretty weighty, but compared to what I've been using to do my wide angle zoom work, which is the Sigma 14 to 24 f2.8 art lens, no image stabilization, heavy as heck, and you still have to attach the adapter for EF to RF mount, which is, now you're putting on weight, distance, and becomes a little bit more cumbersome to use. So we'll go ahead, we'll unbox this new bad boy and see what it's like mounted up. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. Nice classic RF box. Let's see, get the warranty, get paperwork, and the classic pouch. Got the lens hood. Now we've got the lens. Got some weight to it, 15 to 35. Nice piece, nice solid feeling lens. Nice to have that extra ring, that functionality ring here up front. From what I read and from what I see, everybody's using this as their ISO controller. And there's 16 elements inside, 12 groups, and 9 aperture blades. So you know that this thing definitely has a lot of glass. When you're all the way out at 15, it does protrude just a little bit. Not a big deal because it doesn't really change the balance of the camera lens at all. The fact that it's got image stabilization on board and to have the control ring here as well. It's actually a lot lighter than my Sigma. This thing is so heavy, and then also having to add on the adapter just so you can put this onto a body that neither one of these things are image stabilized. This already has image stabilization, no adapter. It's a lot smaller. The nice thing about having this as opposed to the Sigma is now you're working with a lot less weight. I'll show you guys what both look like. Much bigger, very, very heavy in the hands. You're vlogging, you're doing anything where you want to be in the shot. This is going to be very tiresome after a while. I gave it a shot, used this for about 2 weeks, did its job for what it was. I just wanted to cut down on the weight, the form factor, wanted everything to be a lot more versatile, plus have a little bit of the extra features of that control ring, and also just it being native so I don't have to have an adapter to this thing, which makes it a whole heck of a lot more worthwhile. So now let me go ahead and put the 15 to 35 on so we can see the difference. So here's this, and here's this. Big difference. This is a lot smaller, definitely lighter, much, much lighter. You're gonna shoot like this for whatever reason, you're gonna vlog, you're gonna wanna do anything that's handheld with stabilization, smaller form factor. Even wide open when it protrudes out, this is your maximum form factor here. So you can see that it's not much. And you can take a look here as well. So for example, if you just wanted to vlog for whatever reason, hand holding the camera, flip out the screen, get to work. You can see that this isn't really crazy, but it's nice to know that you actually have a form factor that's not heavy in the arm. It's stabilized. This right here is going to be the workhorse. This little setup here. All my vlogging video when I'm out and about. I have a camera obviously that's dedicated to here in my office. Can't beat that. This is great. It's pretty light for what it is. Again, we're comparing apples to oranges, I think, because this is probably close to a pound heavier. Plenty of cons, in my opinion, to warrant keeping this thing in the bag. I am gonna get rid of this because I'm not gonna use it at this point. I'd prefer not to adapt glass if I can just get something native. Price point wise, yeah, it's expensive. Sometimes it'll be on sale, so it's $22.99 retail. Sometimes you're able to find these lenses on sale, or you can try to buy one used. If you can get this for around $2,000, you're probably going to love the fact that you bought this lens. Buying this thing at retail might be a little tough to swallow because you are only getting a 15 to 35 millimeter focal range. However, if you're using this the way I typically use these shorter wide angle zooms, then this makes a whole lot of sense. So if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below and I'll be sure to respond to you guys. I've got a few more unboxings and other videos that we're gonna put up on the channel, so stay tuned for those. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get to work. All right guys, thank you so much.